else would like to speak? With that, I'll look for any comments from any of the department heads. Sharon, you have
No,
something?
thank you.
Mr. Coral, do you have anything this evening?
Just a couple comments. Under board comments, is that where we are?
Yes.
Is that on the agenda? Okay.
Yes.
Just so I know relative to what issues. No, I just, as we start off the new year, I just wanted to, and I spoke with Mr. Millett about this issue when we had met. I'd just like to remind everybody regarding the Committee on Open Government and Open Meetings Law, which is pursuant to Public Officers Law, Article 7, in which Section 100, the legislative declaration, it says it's essential to maintain essential for a democratic society that public business be performed in open and in a public manner so that citizens of the state should be fully aware and able to observe the performance of public officials and to attend and listen and to deliberate about the decisions that are made on behalf of the legislative body, which is inclusive of town boards, along with any other form of government. It was my understanding since the last town board meeting, the organizational meeting, I've been approached by a town hall employee which indicated that on the same day of January 4th of the organizational meeting, that there was a meeting in the supervisor's office relative to, I'm not sure what, but 3 board members were present. And the only recourse here under the specific legislation is under 107 relative to an Article 78 proceeding if a party feels aggrieved of that situation. Obviously, that's not going to be pursued. However, I just remind anytime decisions are made, they should be done in a public forum with all board members having all complete information before them for making a decision. I would ask my fellow board members that that provision of the law be followed. And second of all, and relative to I've had other residents contact me relative to the sharing of information amongst board members and recent news articles and things of that nature. And I would just like to say that during the process of any transition between the old and the new administration, I was always upfront, honest, open about any information that was asked of me relative to any major decisions that would present this board in the coming year. There was no information that wasn't shared, that wasn't asked for, and actually it was a situation where I opened up and was actually relatively, I thought, very cooperative in exchange of any information that was requested. None was requested, however, I did offer the opportunity. So with that being said, I hope we can move forward and we can all work together like everybody has said they want to do for the coming year. So with that being said, I hope we can start things off on a positive note and that all decisions are made with everybody having the proper information and in a public forum. Happy New Year.
Jessica?
Did you want to respond? One of the things that I wanted to mention was that we are concerned about open government and transparency in our town government. And to that end, we have been trying to get information from the past administration. It was always difficult, you know, to sometimes, and I realize that I was one of the loudest critics about trying to get information and not being satisfied with what I got. So to that end, I am pledging, you know, along with the supervisor, that all agreements and contracts that the town has in force will be publicized, will be published on the town website. And we are working on that, you know, to get these agreements on the town website. There seems to be some technical difficulties, with doing that because it's a fairly large volume of information that goes on there. But we're working on it, and I will be glad when that happens. Thank you.
Thank you. Vern?
The only thing that I would like to bring up is when Jim and I voted no at the organizational meeting on 2 or 3 matters, it was not the people who were involved. We felt that we, as board members, it should have been a 5-board member that took and talked over these things, and that was the reason for it. It wasn't that we were talking about anybody in particular, it's just we felt that the 5 board members should have been together to do it. That's all I've got.
Thank you, Vern. Mr. Jennings?
Well, if you read the Star Review, I'm going to say exactly what I said in the Star Review. It's a new year. For me, this is a new position. And I'm up here to do my best for the residents of Cicero. We've got a learning curve, and we're going to use it. And I also want to echo what Jessica said. We are going to be transparent. We just need to get together. We need to work together. Of course, we can't get together too often or we're in trouble. So the thing is, I think I'm going to be able to absorb a lot from the people that I'm working with. The department heads are excellent. I've attended meetings for over 2 years. And you've got a good group of people running this town. And I thank you, but we're going to work hard to do what we said. Thank you.
Thank you, Lynn. I'd like to comment as well. Becoming the supervisor in the town of Cicero, there is no manual. So it's, I've been here every single day, sometimes all day, and I am thoroughly enjoying every bit of it and learning as much as possible. Because of the previous transition, not really knowing what to do, not understanding a part of the procedure, and receiving so many acknowledgments regarding the employment in the town, I did not understand, I guess is the word, thoroughly realize that the procedure, because there's no handbook. I had asked for help and I was denied. At the point in time when I met with Jim, it was at the 5 days before the first meeting, and obviously it was a misunderstanding. We are all here tonight. Everyone, I believe, got copies of everything that they were supposed to get. And Pam has worked very hard to see to it. Pam also has had a tremendous learning curve, and I hope that all those folks and all of the department heads have come forward and been very cooperative and generous in helping us. And I believe from today forward that we are going to have a very strong team up in this dais and a total strong team within the town of Cicero. With that, I would say have a good evening, watch the basketball game, meeting adjourned.
Anyway, these form signs coming up.
We all signed.